birds because the other birds are brutal. They just
Oh,
peck at it because it like can't move.
yeah.
Don't don't ever come back as a bird in your second life. Unless it's a eagle, or a nice big fat raptor. But don't come back as a chicken or a duck.
I've seen chickens that get pecked by others. It's awful.
It's terrible. I'm screaming and the roosters obviously are the worst at the pecking at this. So we have to sequester the duck separate. We figured out a situation. It has to be soaked. It's like, oh my gosh,
Oh my
a
gosh.
rough day. I'm lucky I got that painting finished, or sort of. Ah, the caveat is don't have ducks.
Okay.
They're
Except I love duck breast.
That's fine, but we don't eat ours. We name them, unfortunately,
Oh gosh.
and that's not good.
No, you don't want to name the cows and things like that either. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hi, Anne Marie.
Hi, Ned.
How are
Hi,
you doing?
everybody.
Hello.
And Gina, you were not in class,
Right.
but then you did the painting.
Yes.
Good for you. Wow. And it worked out using the video?
Yeah. I watched the video the night before and then I just went for it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. I figured it's all learning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I
And
have,
during
Go
I have a
ahead.
question. How do you keep it from wrinkling?
You put a mat on it. Wait, Gina. Wrinkling while you're painting it?
No, it's
Okay.
after I was done, I took it off the tape or the board
Yeah.
that I had it on. So I was just wondering the best way to flatten it.
Well, I mean, you can put some books on it or something like that, but I just put them in a drawer if I'm not going to put them in a frame or something like that.
Yeah, it's not going in a frame.
Yeah.
I actually use the blocks, the pages that stay flat, and then especially like if I'm taking a picture of it to send to Ned, I don't take it off the block until after I've done that because otherwise it does curl up and it's hard
Yeah.
to send him a flat copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem. I have a whole bunch of paper that, I had already bought and people gave me stuff, oh, you're painting here, take my stuff.
But if you tape it down and then photograph it and then crop your photograph after you've done that, I also find that it works pretty well.
Yeah.
But after you've taken the photograph and then you take the tape off and you're ready to do whatever with it, it will just kind of curl up on its own a little bit.
Okay,
yeah, it does.
I'll find a flat place to put it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then next time I'm gonna buy the kind on the pad.
Block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Block.
they're really cool.
Thank you.
So I had another adventure during class. My sleeve went in the red paint, and when I moved my arm over, it went into the white snow.
Oh,
Oh, no.
It became a murder scene.
There's
So
a
during
massacre.
class, right? So during class, I ended up having to sketch my painting all over again.
Oh,
So I painted it from the video.
Oh,
Like,
that's
that's
terrible.
something.
Oh, man. Oh, dear.
You couldn't
Sorry
get
to
the
hear
white.
that. Wow,
You
that-
couldn't get the red out of the white.
That's awful news. Wow.
I know, it was an experience.
I would say that's the oh my goodness.
It was terrible.
Uh, oh brother.
What?
You can't even call that a happy
Happy accident or whatever.
like Bob Ross used to say. That's definitely not one.
Yeah, that's
And it
not
went right in the white snow, but it had to be white.
it could have looked like some animal that got,
Right.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh,
Another
wow.
original painting.
yeah.
But we're gonna have a full house tonight. This is good.
Ned, would it be helpful for you if we RSVP'd whether we're going to be here or not on Wednesday evenings?
I do know, like, I do know that two people are going to be missing tonight. I know Lee Perham can't make it, and Sylvia said she couldn't make it. So that, but I still put their pieces, if they submit them, I put them in the queue. I don't think you need to RSVP on the, on this. Now, I will say, the only ones I don't have yet, and I'm not sure anyone's on, is Susan Lally and Linda Gould. I never got paintings for them, but I don't see them. You
No,
guys see them on the,
no, I don't see them.
I don't see them either. And did Joan sign in? I think, yes.
She's over there.
No, I don't see her.
Her name is there, so she must.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see her. Yeah, I see the name there. Okay. Joan, you see us or hear us? Joan, you can unmute yourself if you want.
I think you have a Joan and a Joanne, so I think you're not.
We do. And they're both here.
Yeah.
Sheila's coming on now. Sheila's coming in. Sheila Hurl.
Come, Judy.
Okay, Judy's coming in? Okay, there's Judy.
We don't see Judy's picture, though.
No, Judy, you need to start your video on the lower left. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to get started here. If other people come in late, I hope I'll see their admit button. Okay, so share. Here we go. Sheila, are you still in New York, or are you back? Are you still in Florida, or did you get to New York finally?
I finally got to New York.
Okay.
Where did I get last weekend?
Okay, good. Okay, here we go with the share screen. What do I want to see here? Documents? No. Advanced. Barb, help me out here. I'm trying to do share screen.
I'm keeping my mouth shut since I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh, yeah. Okay, share. Okay, here we go. Here's something's going on here.
Here we go.
Ding,
Okay,
ding,
yeah.
ding, ding.
Yep. Options for, here we go.
There's a nice raptor.
Here we go.
Don't forget to record.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, barn in winter. Okay, and then where the hell do I record? Okay.
No, you have to record on Zoom. That's a record for PowerPoint.
Okay, so now what?
You have to go to the bottom somewhere around for the record button of your
Let me
Zoom.
let me stop the share and go back to the Zoom.
Yeah.
We can record to this computer. Okay, now.
Recording in progress.
Ding,
There
ding,
you
ding, ding,
go.
ding.
You got it.
You got it.
Here we go. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now we go. Now, where do I get? Oh, slideshow. Here we are.
From beginning.
Yep, from the beginning. Whew, okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys see this box with participants in it?
Yeah.
Yes, on the
Some of them.
side.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stick it off the side, but okay.
I just got one window, and then if I want to expand it, I can click. I can expand on plus or minus. That's how mine works.
Okay, so before we start on this week's paintings, we have two that left over from last week. Darn it. Jennifer Taylor had this one that she wanted to make sure we got her in this week, and that came out.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
bits of blue in there. Beautiful sky.
Yeah.
Tranquil there, and then a very busy foliage and stuff. Great.
Takes you right around the corner too.
Yes.
You did that.
That was
It's
tricky.
beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jennifer, are you there? Do you hear us? You can unmute yourself. You all can unmute yourself.
Am I unmuted now?
Yep, you are.
There she is. She's
Yeah.
coming on now.
Yes, I'm here.
No, Jennifer, this came out well. Good, nice job.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we'll see your barn painting will come up a little bit later, I think, too. Yes, I got your barn painting in here. Okay. And then Joan sent this one. Joan, you remember she had
Oh, yeah.
finished most of it, but I forget what parts was not finished. I know some of this area was not finished, but and maybe over here, I don't know. But
Nice.
she got this.
Great.
Yeah. And she's got that nice headland sticking out, creating a little bit of space. I really, Joan, I like your sky where you actually have a couple bits of white showing through. I'm sure it's sort of an accident or the way the brush works, but it's very nice. I'm glad you didn't try to fix it or fuss with it.
Yeah.
I like how the water is very tranquil and the reflections that are in the background are lighter than the reflections in the foreground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice perspective.
Yes. All right, good. Now we're going to get a little art history lesson going in here. Now this was the paint. This is our source photo, and this is a print by Ogden Pleisner, who's a well-known wildlife artist. He died in 1975, I think. That's the same barn you guys just painted.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
It's the same
Is that
bit of
watercolor?
land. That's that land. Yeah, there's a watercolor. Yep.
That big tree is gone.
The big tree is gone. But you guys painted all the bushes that were sort of along this edge, and you know this, and you know this.
The silo is gone.
These have both
Yeah.
fallen down. They're falling down. There's a tractor there where we might have seen a cow before. But
And a fish.
Pleasan's great because he's got this fisherman right in the unique spot to catch your eyes. Just 2/3 of the way over, 2/3 of the way down. It's in one of these secret spots, and then the fish. You can get a little hint of the line. There's a little fish splashing there. So you get that little bit of
Is that a
action.
painting you have at your place?
I do.
It's lovely. It's
I
lovely.
have a print of it. I don't have the original. Their originals are in $50,000 to $100,000 each, but you can get prints by Pleisner. They're really I love them.
So Ned, I'm confused. Why is like part of it like opaque? You know, like it's got like a
Well,
haze.
I took the photograph.
Oh,
It's a print I have behind glass. So
oh, the shadow. I see.
you're
I
getting
think
some
what we
stuff.
see clear is Ned's shadow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do you see me? Okay, maybe that.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, and you see his hallway or whatever in the background.
There's a painted
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Hence,
was wondering
I
what
was
that line was
asking.
going through.
So Ned, this must be taken from that same bridge, but farther along the bridge toward
Farther
the,
along the bridge, a little further to the left.
because you can't see at all the hill on the left. You just see, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a completely
Right.
different looking place.
Right,
Yeah.
and you don't have the milk barn.
Well, it doesn't show in this picture, but yeah.
Kyle.
So any of you want to look up Ogden Pleisner, you can find his stuff online. It's really quite good. All right. Another name that
Police are investigating after the body of a Queens super was found inside a
who's got the news on in the background? We can turn that on.
Tuesday morning. According to sources,
Judy, that's usually, Karen, that's usually you.
call from the
Not me.
Who's got that?
Somebody's got it on back there.
building.
Can somebody mute it, please?
Sources tell us the super was going to.
Ay.
Wow.
Video shows.
Yeah, who has the radio on
It
behind?
seems like Judy.
Yeah, I cannot connect.
Well, we see your name. You need
I cannot connect to the picture at all.
So you can't see this.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm seeing this as a little tiny box on my cell phone. My little tiny cell phone. There's a little tiny box in black with the Wyatt pictures. And I can't put it, my Apple is not basically picking anything up here at all.
You see the Andrew Wyeth painting on the screen now?
Yeah. It's not on, I can't explain it. It's you know when you use your little Apple handheld
Yeah.
thingamajigam, I'm seeing all my dates and my Wednesdays, and down in the corner is a little black box, and the Wyeth painting is in the middle of the black box.
Okay, can you
it's
touch
an
on that
inch-
black box and it'll get bigger?
No, it doesn't get bigger. It goes completely off and goes black.
Oh,
So I have no idea. It's not coming in on my Apple
Can you
at all.
swipe left or right? Can you swipe around?
If I swipe around, you know what it does? It moves all over the surface of the screen in a little box, black box. I've never seen anything like it.
Your connection is bad. No?
But it's not showing up on my Apple at all. The last thing I got on my Apple was Bill's Ned's Week 1 critique video yesterday.
what if you power off and power it back on?
What am I powering off? My computer? My
Yeah,
Apple?
start all over again. Maybe it's needs to be rebooted or something.
What the heck happened here? Hang on.
Oh, are you on your phone or are you on the computer?
I'm looking at both of them at the same time because I'm getting nothing on my computer. So I'm only getting this tiny, weird little box, black box on my Apple phone.
Can you minimize it? Can you minimize what's it?
I can't minimize it any smaller. It's
Too
like an
small.
inch.
No, I mean, maybe the whole thing will go away and something will be behind it. That's nice.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Wow.
Weird. It's totally weird. Never seen anything like it before. in
Where
my
are
life.
you, Judy?
I'm at home, sitting on my couch like I usually am.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought you were on Mars or something.
I don't know where I am. I was just dying to see this. And if
I think Amos's suggestion is a good one, which is to power everything down and then restart Zoom.
Maybe move to a different part of your house too.
Right, but thank you for turning the news off.
Only try one device. Do not
But
try.
there's nothing showing up on my on my Apple Mail list of everything that I usually click on.
won't-
That
you
you're
won't- you
here.
won't get
You're
a-
not on here. You're not on my Apple list at all. Nothing. The last thing was William Prickett, Ned's Week 1 critique video. It's the last thing I have. So there's nothing above that.
You don't have the Zoom link on the phone. Is that it?
Only have the Zoom link on my phone. And only a little tiny picture, which I can move all over the place.
But you have the computer on also?
Yes.
Turn that computer off.
Why?
You can't use the both. I don't think you can use both devices at the same time.
No, you can use
agree.
both
Turn your-
devices. One would have to be muted. But the thing is, she's got the camera turned off on both. She's got the video turned off on both.
Yeah.
Well, you can't use both. I think
Okay,
that's...
Linda just came in. Linda.
Can you?
You can use both. I have
Bill.
several. When I shoot these things, I have several phones going on at one time.
Could you possibly resend to my email address the link to tonight's meeting?
I have the ID and the passcode. Can you take that down and get in from Zoom?
Oh my God.
No, let's.
I have nothing to write on.
You have to do app. You have to do email.
Wait, I'll send it. Let me see. You got it.
Okay. Don't understand why it didn't come through.
Well, it must have
They've
come through
also
if you-
updated Zoom. I had a little trouble.
Yeah,
They updated the Zoom, so I don't
they
know.
did.
That could be an issue.
they did. Yep, I had that was my problem the first week.
Yeah, me too.
Well, let me move along. Judy, try things like turn off your computer and see if you can get in again on your phone.
I don't even know how to turn off my computer. Let's
Judy,
see.
I just sent you the Zoom off my phone.
Okay, Sharon just sent it to you again. So look in your Gmail.
Do you
For,
have your
link.
video turned on bottom left hand corner?
The
on
bottom
computer?
left-hand corner.
Yeah, turn the video on.
Yeah, we don't even see you. Your face.
I
Yeah,
have
Well, if you
There's
can't see
no-
anything, we can't see anything either. All we see is your name, which means
that's
your
okay.
video is not turned on.
Yeah, well,
If I click on my picture, the black screen comes up on my Apple phone and it says, your microphone is unmuted, your video is stopped.
Right, you don't
Yeah,
see
so
anything
you need to
because your
start your
video
video.
is stopped.
You need
You
to go
have
into
to
the bottom
unstop
left-hand
your
corner and
video.
hover over the video camera icon and turn it on.
Nothing's happening. Nope, doesn't work.
Well, Judy, I'm going to move along. Why don't you try to get into your email account on your phone?
Yeah, I just sent you the link.
Sharon sent you the link so you can get on that again.
Right. You've now hit the
No
mute
idea.
button. Yeah.
Yeah, get off your phone for a bit and let's try to log on. I'm gonna move along because I don't want this to go till midnight. But I've got these old barns have always been very attractive to artists, and this is not a watercolor but a tempera painting.
Yeah.
But obviously one of the most famous paintings in art history, or at least certainly in American art. But this kind of barn in Maine is very similar to many barns that are weathered in Vermont, and that house and barn.
That's an interesting perspective on that one.
Yeah, this is a Wyeth painting also. You know, we I had you limit yourself to 3 colors. I think you just use 1 color and water. I can't really see much color in this. But
Ned, I think you showed us that last year for
I think
some.
so when we did
seen it before.
we did the laundry, right?
Yeah.
You showed us this picture.
Yeah. Okay, now there's another fellow named Loring Coleman who has died, but he painted through the 90s. This was called Crow's View or something. You see a little crow
A
up
neat
here.
perspective. Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
loved painting old barns in New England. And look at the watercolor wise, this is watercolor, believe it or not. But look how the blush out here, you can tell that's a watercolor. It's that fuzzy caterpillar look.
Yeah.
But the rest of this stuff is so tight.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I've got a couple of his.
Oh.
Here's another. This is called Farm Dog.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's some detail work. Wow.
So
Yeah.
these are watercolors.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
just
beautiful.
Wow, looks like a
Gorgeous.
photograph.
And then this one I like quite a bit. You know, you've got the
Mm.
peekaboo behind the tree, and you see the house and all the rest. But the tree is sort of the main subject.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous.
Wow.
And then this one's called Many Summers Past or something like that. It's so you don't have to do the whole scene. You can just zero in on one part of these barns and houses and probably curtains that if you were to touch them, they'd probably fall apart in your hand.
Looks like a photograph.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Somehow my whole painting looks a lot simpler than that.
How do you get that detail?
Ditto.
I know.
How do you get that detail with watercolor?
A lot of layering. A lot of layering.
A lot of
And
layering, yeah.
Back. Yeah.
Not
This
too
guy, this guy taught art at a prep school in Massachusetts. So I enjoyed him as a colleague. Good fellow. All right, let me move along here. Here's you see the painting on the left is what you painted on. Today I took this picture, the one on the right.
No,
Hello?
different angle.
Yes, I'll call you back.
Slightly.
So you can see the door is still hanging open the way it did a year ago.
Right.
And I walked down the road. This is his farmhouse, only from the other side. So this is the barn you guys painted with the L shape. But if I walk beyond, this is his old weathered house. This could be a painting another year. Look at the cloud.
Yeah.
And he still lives there, you say, Ned?
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's about 83, and
Aye.
yeah, he's got about 4 tractors. Only one of them works at a time, and but a wonderful old guy. Place is falling apart around him. Okay, well, there's all that. Now let's go to some paintings here. Sylvia, are you on with us today? I think can't remember whether she's gonna be in today or not. Wait.
Mm.
Oh,
I like that.
Sylvia can't make the critique, but I'm throwing this up, nevertheless, so,
Wow, that's
I
beautiful.
like that.
yeah, it came out very well.
Mm.
I love how defined the water to the snow right along in there.
Yeah,
It's so
Yeah,
crisp.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that does feel watery, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like almost like a little bit of ice formed on top of it.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
Very serene.
yes.
Yeah, very, very much
And
so.
a hint of details in here and a few details, of course, in the barn boards.
Beautiful.
Nice, a nice painting.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Who do we have next? Kirk, I got yours coming up here, kiddo.
Yeah. Oof. We didn't
Nice.
like this one.
That's because you don't like the cold, right?
Yeah, maybe.
What didn't you like, Kirk? I think it's lovely.
I was trying to go looser. I tend to be a little bit tighter, and I don't know. I like it from about 20 feet away.
Okay.
I love the shadows on the snow.
Yeah, your shadows are very nice.
My shadows on the snow aren't good. Those are great.
I think
Thanks.
I think the sky and the mountains and everything, but that drama leads to the beautiful values that you have in the foreground. Yeah, I think it came out great.
Yeah,
And the
I
water
kinda
is lovely.
Yeah, I kind of like the sky and the mountains and even the trees, and then from the building forward. I guess I didn't like the water either, and that's a big part of
Yeah.
it. I actually washed that out because it was purple, and I tried
Okay.
to repaint it blue. So I think I just kind of lost the paper a little bit too.
And this is where, Kirk, I'm not going to make you an example, but if you do a value sketch, at some point you have to decide, is the water darker or lighter than the mountains?
Right.
And any of you could have made the mountains a lot lighter than I did, and we may see that in some of these. But I think you got to make some decisions when you are doing your sketch, so that later on you follow through and you say, no, that that
And
is
I
lighter
think
than what that.
I felt a lot of it was the three colors. I had trouble getting darker, but it not being redder.
What three colors did you use?
It was alizarin, crimson, and ultramarine, and the raw sienna.
Yeah.
And I felt like I couldn't get it dark enough. If I had a fuller palette, I might have achieved a little bit more.
That's the same combination of colors I used. So it'll be interesting. I had to lighten my painting in the end.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like your clouds because it looks almost like a storm might be coming in or blowing behind the mountains.
Yep.
Thanks.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it because of the ultramarine blue. It's a very dark, rich color. So if you put too much of that in it, then you get a darker value than you really want. So that's something to think about for the future, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good exercise to do the three color, and you can do a 3-color palette and not have such a muted monochromatic subject too. And that's sort of fun. But I thought for us on this one, I thought let's keep it to a we don't want to have Citgo signs in there or yield signs that are bright yellow. But anyway, this works out all right. Kirk is certainly very tranquil in here. Okay, Anne Marie. Wow, this is a very different field, isn't it?
Oh man.
Oh wow, yeah.
Beautiful.
Very pretty.
Love the river.
Yeah.
Maybe the reflections of
the riverbank.
river.
Yeah.
It could be frozen, that river too, with a little patch of water along the edge.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, your water's beautiful. Beautiful.
Very good.
Beautiful.
And she's got the barn because of the size of it. It's pushed back. We have this feeling of zooming space going back till you hit the barn, and that's very, very well painted architecturally. You can see all the blocks, the rectangles and squares, and all that kind of stuff. So,
Ned, your commentary about the elderly gentleman in this picture we can see that he ain't in that farmyard ever because there's no footprints, there's no tractor trail.
Well, the footprints up in here are pretty muddy because that's where the cows usually are. It's kind of gross. All right. And Anne Marie, this is very nice. You have this kind of nice defined horizon line back here, which works out very well. So good.
And
I
the
also want
most
to point out-
fun I thought were the grasses, and I was so glad that you made some suggestions about that because I thought that was really brought life to the whole scene.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
That red tint. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to point out something that Anne Marie's done, and I think many of you don't want a line like this to end up right at the corner. So she's got it running off, a little inch or two above, and the mountain also. It's not a good thing to have a line go right into the corner. It's just too coincidental. It's very awkward feeling. So whenever you have a river or a road, try to either run it off the bottom or run it off the side, as she's done here, a little bit higher than the bottom edge.
Okay.
That's something to think about. But you've done it right, Anne Marie, so that's good. And I think there's something to be said for a horizon line at 1/3 of the way down. It's a very classic compositional trick. So good job. All right. Now Gina sent me her sketch as well as the painting, so I felt I would put both of them in there.
Oh, nice. Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Wow.
Her shadows are spectacular on the barn.
Yes.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I like
So
the trees on the
realistic.
left.
Yeah, these are nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I like your color choice, like how the color feels.
Okay.
And which three colors did you use? I'd love to. I'm so interested to hear what three colors people used.
I put that in. I used the cobalt and the raw and burnt.
Yeah, burnt sienna. Yeah,
Yeah.
burnt sienna.
And
Yeah.
raw sienna, right.
Right.
Good. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That burnt sienna can give you a nice feeling of rust and red, like these roofs.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a hard time. Like I wanted mine to look more like Anne Marie did. Like hers was, I couldn't get it to move back. Like I didn't understand how to do that. And I feel like I'm looking down on it instead of like straight ahead on it. Like I
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit in your drawing. When you take this line here and you follow it, it hits a point. It's called a vanishing point.
Yeah, I did that.
And
Can you see all the erasers that I did? The paint wouldn't even take it right anymore.
Right. Well, if you move your perspective point down in here, and this comes down at a sharper angle, then it will look like you're lower, like closer to the river. This one feels like you're kind of up above at the top of the bridge looking down or something.
Yeah.
That doesn't really bug me much.
I couldn't figure it out, and I feel like the corner of that building is just sticking in the middle of somewhere, so I put a little grass by it.
Yeah. Well, this was nice the way you cut off the front edge, so
Yeah.
the snow
Right.
is covering it.
The other thing is, so what about the photograph? You have a barn. The barn works, and it's within itself. It works.
Yeah,
It looks like a beautiful hill to the left side. It's beautiful.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, the hill is great.
So, Gina, let me make one comment here because you're the only one that I have a sketch for, or one other. When you do these sketches, you really should fill them in more fully. I mean, I can see the shadow here, but the question is, which is darker, the sky or the hill? Or which is darker, the hill or the water? Those are decisions you should make in that first 20-minute sketch.
Okay.
And try to stick to it.
Okay.
The only
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to like my friend Jeanette, she's over there on the she showed me that like you can, use your finger to like make another value and stuff. Like I've never taken an art I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to anything.
You just scribble in.
Well, I think I don't know about you. I don't know about you not knowing how to draw. I can you can clearly see you can draw really well. I can see that from the thumbnail. I think it's just you not seeing the values of the shading values of all the different things in the photograph and how to get it onto your thumbnail.
Right.
That's some you can watch a bunch of videos online and it'll definitely will help you out a lot.
Yeah, and I think like anything, if you just squint at the photograph, it simplifies itself into this, this big triangle thing of a mountain, sort of another triangle of blue down here with some irregularities. But you'll see it. You gotta train your eye to look for those different shapes. And I try to limit myself to just 5 values. Wiping the white that untouched, like the snow and even the sky, I'd call a 1. And then the really darkest things like this, I call a 5. And everything else is between 1 and 5, and you got a 3 is a gray, 2 is a light gray, and 4 is a dark gray. If you keep it simple like that, it helps with your watercolors. It helps you.
Good.
Once you get painting, you won't have to struggle with decisions as much.
Yeah. Now, do you remember when you taught us that the first time you had us actually write the numbers in? I found that helpful. I
know.
write
And
1 and 2 and
right. I might do that again too. Thank you, Linda. That's a good point. All right, let's move along. Here we go. Okay, this is Sheila.
That's cool.
I changed the color, as you see, and I made everything lighter.
Okay.
And I did not put the background trees in.
Okay, that's all right.
I mean, I thought it was too attention getting.
Yeah, that could be.
What 3 colors did you use?
Burnt sienna, cobalt blue, and raw sienna.
All right. Yeah.
So I wanted to. I like to keep it light.
Yeah. No, this came out well. Nice feeling of river down here with the different colors going in the direction that the river would go. It's
Right.
Good.
Cool.
You want to watch, Sheila, you want to watch you got this little white edge here.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, when you have a dark shape overlapping a light one, make sure you really overlap it so you don't have that
little white river there.
that little ghost. Yeah.
Oh.
You know that. All right, good.
Okay, thanks.
Great. Okay, now Barb, you sent 2 pictures of the one on the left is when you sent first.
Right.
And
So the one on the left, first of all, I realized it's one of these things. I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, oh, I forgot to put a shadow in from that little tree on the right-hand side. And then I realized, I forgot some other shadows. And so I went back to the painting and then I thought the whole darn thing is too dark and the hill in the background was darker than the hill in the foreground. And that's not the way it usually works. So I lifted from the hill on the right.
Okay.
Although I kind of liked my original hill with kind of those gullies and dark trees and whatnot. Yeah. And I also felt my trees to the left of the barn were sort of so heavy and dark that they were detracting from it. So I lifted out and put some more brown in there.
I think that looks nice. That came out really
That was good.
Yeah, so I changed a little bit of the river reflections to try and get a little more feel of the current. But so I'm not sure which one I guess I like the one on the right better. It's not perfect, but I also, mounded up some snow and gunk in front of the barn door and put in some, footsteps and this and that. So I just thought to make it just a little more kind of realistic, I suppose.
I like that.
The little shadows on the snow are beautiful.
Yeah. Grass is coming through. Yeah.
And the way you've masked the bushes, this crescent that brings your eye right back into this area works out really well.
Thank you.
Your eye moves around a lot in this right one because you you directed our eyes with your intention of the way you
Yeah.
blocked everything in. Yeah.
I also thought those little gray footprints were helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
The water is actually beautiful too. I
Yeah,
love
it's
the
gorgeous.
reflection.
And the
Yeah.
reflections of the grasses
Very
and
glassy.
Well, I don't want you waking up middle of the night after all our paintings, but I do think you've made some good. I like the bluer water, and I definitely like this washout. Lighten that up a little bit. That's great. And
Yeah, I just put a wash on the water,
Yeah.
I used ultramarine, alizarin crimson, and raw sienna. So I used the same color palette as some other people too.
Yeah.
At least you're waking up in the middle of the night for something that isn't like urgent.
Oh, you don't want to know.
Or like,
I get
you
up
know,
at 2:30
something
in
like-
the morning and worry
Like
about
forgetting to do the insurance payment or the taxes or something.
Yeah, well,
at least,
I do
at
that
least you're
too.
doing watercolor painting, waking up in the middle of the night to do watercolor painting.
It was a big full moon last night, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
But and we've got one other Barb shared this with me, and she's mad that this. She said
Yeah,
I did this barn
this
years
is-
ago.
This is a barn in Montana that belongs to a family friend and has for many generations. Northern Montana near the Canadian border. And this woman made a quilt for me when my grandson was born. And I felt like I really wanted to pay her back somehow. She wouldn't take any money for it. But my sister got me a picture of her family's barn. And so I sent it to her. And then she made a quilt of the barn in different seasons. So I was very touched, but I think it's a beautiful barn, and I felt so privileged. And it's in the wintertime. Actually, it's probably March, but you can see there's footprints, there's still snow down.
That's really beautiful.
And those trees, I showed it to another art teacher, and she said, "Oh, those trees are so lumping." I said, "That's how they were in the photograph." And I said, "And I wanted to make it realistic for my friend."
Yeah.
So I didn't romanticize those ugly chopped up trees.
No, a lot of people chop the limbs back to take the weight off them. Otherwise, the old trees are gonna.
I like the shingling on the roof.
Yeah, very old wooden shingles, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the front of the barn has a lot of nice warmth, from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Well, thank you for showing it, Ned. I was, I did this, maybe 2.5 years ago, and I'm still a beginner, but I was really a beginner, and I was pretty proud of this painting.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
the
for you.
sky is lovely.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Good. All right. Now let's see. Linda, we have okay. Boy.
Oh my.
That's the phthalo.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that phthalo
Phthalo.
blue is pretty intense. Yeah.
Beautiful colors.
Had red and burnt umber I used, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that turned out really, really great. Because the way that when I left you, yeah, you had a lot to do, but you did an incredible job with that.
Yeah, you pulled it all together.
Yeah.
Kept playing with that crazy water that was so teal. I kept do it. I might not use that phthalo blue again. That was a little intense.
Yeah, it's an
No, but the
intense
risk
color.
was worth it.
Nah, it was risky.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Linda, it makes really great greens. They that type of blue.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the water and the sky, you gotta it can be unforgiving for sure.
Yeah, it was hard.
No, it's
I love
beautiful.
your hillside too, and the trees on the left. There's a lot of variety, and you can see there's a whole bunch of different foliage. It's beautiful.
I love that phthalo blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll weigh in on the phthalo blue. I feel I can't control it, so but I want to. I keep it around. I say I haven't figured out what other colors mix really well with it, but I need to push myself because it's an attention grabber. I will tell you, if you use phthalo blue, and Linda's done a fine job with this. If you use phthalo blue in your painting, like one little piece of water or a car, you want to make sure you use that phthalo blue somewhere else in the painting or as a mixture in the painting because you don't want to leave it by itself. Because it's electric.
Yeah.
Robust.
That's what I was thinking. If she could get it up into the mountain.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. I see it in the right.
She's got it. She obviously has it everywhere because the only blue she
Yeah.
had. That was this
Yeah,
one.
it's all through.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
all
beautiful.
in here.
But it's like really adventurous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a little less adventure in my life, though. So.
No. You got to keep. No, next.
Good for you. Good for you, Linda. All right, Coral, you here tonight?
Next week you can work with hot pink. How's that sound?
I'm here.
Okay, good. Here we go. All right.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I call it my grandma Moses. I was channeling her. I don't know why it seemed that way to me, but
So soft.
simple.
Yeah.
You've got a nice glow coming over the
Yeah.
mountain there. That's very pretty.
It's dreamy.
I was having a hard time mixing the colors on the spot, and I did use the same colors that you were using, Ned, which was the cobalt blue, the burnt umber, and the raw sienna.
Yeah.
And the blue came out a little bit turquoise, and I was mad at myself for that. And it is difficult to just use those three sometimes, and then a mix on the spot. So I have to get a handle on that, and I don't know, and I don't do trees well, so they just a blur.
Oh, that
I
was
think
the one
it's
thing I
good.
liked
The
over
trees
on the
seem
right-hand
fine.
side was the tree.
I think the trees in the background behind the barn are beautiful. And
Yeah.
you know what you could do for the mixing of the colors, Carl? Have like a small 5.5 by something test piece of watercolor paper,
I do, yeah.
and try to test out your color on there first. And just
Yeah.
anyway.
I do it all, and I just get
Okay.
I get nervous, and then it's like, oh, I feel like I'm, I need to rush. But then, really, Ned's taking his time, and I like that. But I guess it's my own pressure, right? Because that's,
Yeah. Well,
it's
it's
better
really-
than last week's, that's for sure.
Yeah, you get better every time you do it. You get more and more used to how much color and how much water to add, and you get a little bit more confidence. Like, okay, this will work, I think. And then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
comes out. Like you've got the sky thing going pretty well, and
Thank you.
you mix the grays. It doesn't look like it's blue or red or yellow. It's a gray.
Yeah.
And that's a tricky thing right there. So.
Well, there's two positives.
All right. That's okay. All right.
Time to be
Good,
in the
Carl.
museum this year.
All right. Now,
Bye.
okay, Lee.
Ooh.
Lee is not with us tonight, but I did want to. She sent this along, and she always
Oh yeah.
marvelously amazing.
Wow.
And what's
Oh,
interesting
nice
is this.
illustration.
That's what I call taking the picture and rocking it,
I would love to know what three colors she used, because boy, that's different.
Yeah, how's she gonna get that purple?
Yeah, that purple is. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, who knows?
Probably use alizarin and maybe ultramarine.
Well,
Though this could be.
But that blue in the
That
water
looks
is
like
not
phthalo
liver.
blue.
yeah, that's not.
Not
Yeah.
ultramarine.
Or that's yeah.
That's the phthalo blue, I think.
Wow.
Maybe
What if-
phthalo and alizarin.
Or cerulean, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks too transparent, but I don't know. I have no idea. I do. What's ironic is this is the way that house looks on the other side of the barn. Like it's like a house like this with this L. Now maybe lots and lots of Vermont houses have this kind of Greek classical temple look, and then they always have an L off the side where the kitchen is, or a shed, or a porch. But it's like.
That'd make a cool Christmas card.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
maybe she's driven by.
That could be. And also, she's very, very bold with her lines.
Yeah.
Like these little streaks in the water, and a few up in here.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice little calligraphy, I guess we'd call it.
The barnwood is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. No, this came out very well. Okay, let me move along. She'll see the recording. Thank goodness I remembered to do that. All right. Okay, so here's.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Bill, did you do two different paintings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
The one on the right is from the Ned class.
Okay.
Then one of the other, some of the other pictures, I did an AI sketch. Well, actually, I did like 40 AI sketches, but then I took the one sketch and then kind of like free-handed it and sort of traced to make the one on the left-hand side that I then followed what I saw in the video. In other words, I took the video.
What's an AI sketch?
The one on the left.
You'll see. You'll see.
What is an AI sketch?
Well,
artificial intelligence.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I needed to make like a pencil sketch that I needed to generate a pencil sketch out of thin air, you know, just for the hell of it. You know.
So
so how did you do that?
Very well, I think. I'm getting better and better at it.
Bill, what is your command to create this image?
That one was 3 connected barns.
Oh.
With a stream going diagonally down, starting from right to left.
Okay.
And then it tossed in a lot of other stuff. And I had put in my value sketch into like one of the things where you can upload your value sketch.
Okay.
Into the composition to.
So that's where it got these mountain shapes.
Right. That's the one. And then I put the value sketch into the style, a different value sketch into like the style thing of mine. And it mixed it in with whatever. And I forget what else I did. And then I painted it. Well, then I took this as my kind of like, I then generated this or drew this with a pencil.
That became this.
Drew it with a pencil and my right hand onto the Arches paper, and then did like the class video to the rest of it.
I think the one on the right is incredible. I love the sky.
Well, the one on the right is like done the traditional Ned way. You know.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
No, it came out great.
What I think is Barbara, who like woke up in the middle of the night and you know pulled up. I don't think I need to wake up in the middle of the night. I can do it like during waking hours, but I like the idea of pulling up some of the blue in that back mountain.
This one over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And giving it more definition, more you know, the fog kind of stuff.
This is great, and I love the way you put the sky in and you don't muck around with it. You leave it, and you've got this beautiful glow going on, and then these little streaks are very nice. I even like this up here. You know, like the fewer strokes, like in golf, the fewer strokes, the better.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the AI sketch, and then you also shared.
And then the AI said, there's another way of handling 3 colors. So the one on the right is like, oh yeah, duh. Gee, there's 3 colors. And you know, so I then went and sketched it out with pencil onto the Arches paper. But I knew that with watercolor and pencil, the pencil lines will really start to dissipate. So before I started it, I went over the pencil lines with a Sharpie pen, a black Sharpie pen.
Is that up in this one?
Yes.
Yeah,
and I think that Lee or whatever, with her, you referred to it as her more graphic approach with the swirls. She did exactly what I had in mind to do, but didn't. Well, I have in mind to do now. But
this is you got kind of a nice style here. In fact, you're going to save a lot of paint by leaving a sky a little into the paper.
Well, yeah. There's actually another AI of, you know, like the one on the right is actually one of 4, but I gave you like the one that I, you know, like kind of like sketched and traced. But that rendering of that blue on the upper right hand side of the left one, the sky, that's how the AI had done it.
Okay.
So I was imitating the AI. It's just that I can't because I'm working with actual water and actual pigment.
Yeah.
Whereas, so anyway, I'm having fun playing with, you know.
Well, it's fun. It's fun for us to see these permutations. So it's good. Good. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, it's an interaction between the AI and where Bill's brain goes.
All right, here we go. Back to reality. Here's Donna.
Oh, how beautiful!
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Lovely.
That's
Beautiful.
pretty.
Beautiful. So soft.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love the warmth of the color.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What colors
you-
did you use?
Cerulean, raw sienna, and burnt sienna.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you did
That's
this.
beautiful. Yeah.
Nice combination. Beautiful.
Thank you. I wanted a
Gorgeous.
lighter, like more delicate sky.
Yeah.
So I use the cerulean instead of the cobalt.
Okay.
And it's one of the first ones that it's completely watercolor and I haven't put any gouache in it. So for that reason alone, I like it.
Yeah.
Your shadows are beautiful and how they shape the slope of the bank.
Yeah, you really get
Yeah.
a feeling of even down here that it slopes down to the
Yeah,
river.
the depth.
It does.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, real
And
good.
the water reflections are absolutely incredible. The way you reflected the sky and the
Yeah.
trees. The trees.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
Well,
nice.
thank you. I played with it a little bit. I since I posted it to Ned, I darkened some of the shadows on the little
Bushes?
barn next to
Oh.
the large barn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I put that more in shadow.
Okay.
But I didn't play. I sent it to Ned right away, and I wrote him a little note that said, "I have to send this to you quickly before I overwork it." And
Yeah.
I like it. Boy, you couldn't do this twice if you had to. This area is just so
Beautiful.
beautiful the way the colors blend and
Yes,
the
absolutely.
granulation breaks up and
And
Thank
the
you.
reflection. Yeah.
The way I was taught to do water reflections is, I don't know if it's the same way Ned does it, but is to do everything vertically first and then make your horizontal brush strokes very gently over the top of it.
Oh,
If I do
interesting.
horizontal first, it never comes out right.
Uh-huh.
So something you might want to try and see if that works for you.
Many ways to skin a cat on these things. Good. Thank you for sharing, Don. This is
You're welcome.
Stunning piece.
Thank you.
Okay, Kathy. Boy, it's
Wow.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that beautiful color.
Wow. Look at
Oh,
this,
water.
this
Wow,
blush in
water.
here.
I love the brightness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's so
cheerful.
bright. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a
And
higher key. She didn't let the mountains get as dark as I did. So it keeps the whole thing a little, and this is fairly, as a gray, it's a very light gray. The whole thing is a little uplifting, I think. It's lovely.
Yeah. I got my bushes too bright. It's not balanced. The colors aren't balanced across.
Down here?
Yeah, I need to dull those. I did try to repeat that color and I put the red in the mountains and the green up in the other mountains.
Maybe you just need to make the undercarriage of those bushes darker. I think the colors are great for everything. It's really, it works well.
Yeah.
Just make the bottoms of the bushes darker, I think it'll be prettier.
Yeah.
I love your shadows on the snow too.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Thank you.
And the colors reflected in the water are just beautiful.
Yeah,
Nice
incredible.
job.
Yeah, that turned out better than expected.
Yeah.
I had quite a few blooms in the water, so I covered it with those lines. They're not really good, but at least they covered the blooms that happened because I had too much water.
Nice.
It came out well. Kathy, how much did you do? How much did you have to do after you got home? Because I don't remember this being this finished.
No, I usually stop in class because I will overdo it. I will put way too much color. Because I watch you and you've got so much color, I've learned just to stop, take notes, and then when I get home, I spend a couple hours.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's a great working method. Don't try to keep up pace because I'm trying to finish within the 2 hours and that's not realistic for everybody. I mean, if I gave all of you a chapter of a Dickens novel to read, we'd all read it at different amounts of time. It would take us a different amount of time. So we do calculations differently. We paint at different rates. So You found a pace that works for you, which is terrific.
Right. And I'm fortunate that I have the time. Some people don't have that time to do.
Yeah, right. I like the way you've used this color up in here and
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That's a good
Otherwise, it would just be in one place and it would look kind of lonely, but these little things help to unify.
Very nice.
Yeah, at the last minute, I decided to add it to the left because it balanced it more, I thought.
Yep, good decision. Great.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Kathy, nice job. Okay. Oh, then you sent this along. This.
Oh, I sent that.
That's
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
That's a picture of my barn built in
Oh, wow.
1831. It was taken one morning. The sun was just hitting it. It looked so pretty.
Oh, let's paint that next. Let's paint that.
That's what I said. I thought, oh, we should paint that.
We should. We should. Little hint there, Ned, you know.
Look at that. Go ahead, Abel. You do that sky. That
I will.
Complicated.
I sure as hell will try it.
Actually, you'd use you paint it out and then go over it with a paper towel to get the texture.
Yeah. You could do that.
Yeah.
Or a cotton ball.
All right. Okay. All right. Here's Doug's. Now, Doug,
nice.
Good colors.
Yeah. Sunset.
Dramatic.
Or
sunrise. There's a mood to it.
Sunrise, sunset.
Yeah, he's got a nice glow in there, in that part of
The golden hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the golden hour. Wow.
Yeah, nice shadows.
I decided to put in those little bushes on the right. Those.
Oh, okay.
I thought they'd add a little
He did
interest.
something there. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. This is awesome.
I like the way it looks almost monochrome. Although he used 3 colors, that there's the sepia, like burnt umber look, it makes it look like an old photograph.
Right.
It looks really neat. I
With
like
the
that.
hot spot being the focal point, the barn.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
The warm spot.
Yeah.
Now this is actually Doug. These are very much the colors that Wyeth used in a lot of his paintings, where they look, as Donna's saying, almost monochromatic. It's got that, and it's got this interesting gray color in here, which comes out really well.
And the water and the left side, it looks like it's kind of broken, so that it looks like it's frozen and breaking to me. So
Yeah, I used a little Chinese white to make a little ice there on the very
There
left
you go.
corner. Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Right.
Tiny.
Where? Down here?
Right, right there on the left.
Cool.
You jagged it over. Yeah.
Very little bit.
Looks great.
All right. Good stuff, Doug. Yeah, very good. All right, moving along here. Here we go, Karen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Very soft and pastel-y.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I named it Farm on Fire. I really, I just wish the bushes were a little less, noticeable.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the kind of thing like what Kathy had done. You used them only here. You did use a little bit here, but maybe if you put in a little bit near one of these bushes, like I'm sorry, near this pump house, if you did a little bit over here, because you get a white spot here, you could unify the picture by adding a little bit more of that color in that area too.
Yes, after she said that, I said, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add it to the front and the back trees. Yeah, definitely.
What kind of paper do you have? I can see the texture coming through on this image.
It's it's the 100% cotton, Fumi, 100% cotton, and I'm not thrilled with it. And so far I haven't really felt like I've accomplished that nice smooth look of flowing watercolor.
Yeah.
I feel like I have trouble with my paints and the paper,
and
maybe my brushes.
What's the manufacturer? Who manufactures the paper?
I can just turn around and look here. I have it right here.
Yeah.
Hey Ned, I still like the paper that I've been buying from Cheap Joe's.
Which is what?
It's I have to go outside, but it's in your original supply list. You gave it
the Fabriano.
Nope, nothing fancy.
Arches?
It's nope. It's
So this is,
made by Arches, but Arches makes it, but it's I don't know. I have to go. I have to.
All right. Yeah. Karen, what do you get?
yes, well, the first year I was using the Canson.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was smoother. And then this is Fumi artist grade watercolor paper,
Put
cold
it
press.
up to the camera. I can't see it. Okay. Okay. I don't know that brand. So yeah.
So I'm not thrilled with it at all because I don't like seeing that. I feel like it's crayons on
Yeah.
paper.
Then get
And
yourself
the look.
another brand.
Right. So everyone seems to recommend the Archers.
Arches is great.
Arches is good. Yep.
I'd be curious to see what it looks like through an inkjet printer.
Inkjet?
What do you mean? That paper?
Yeah. I'll bet
Why?
that'd be a
What would
cool
it do?
texture.
Yeah.
And it's block. This is
make it
a
straight
cotton
line.
block paper. It's block.
Okay. Okay.
But
Well, don't throw it away. It's good to have a bunch of different papers, it kind of keeps you fresh. But
Yeah, different things.
yeah,
I don't like the way it goes on.
get yourself an Arches and give it a try, Karen.
Okay, I will. And I have to get a little looser, I think, with my paints, right?
Yeah,
it's a little too acrylic looking.
That comes with time and experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ned, she tried cold press. Isn't that usually tighter and it flows across easier?
This is a cold press.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Cold press, grain free, acid free.
Oh, wow.
Fumi, 100% cotton.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know.
You're thinking of the hot press, and that's the one that's really
That's
smooth.
the one.
Yeah,
That's
hot
the
press
one.
is
Yeah.
super smooth.
Yeah, right.
It's too smooth.
I think it's tough. I have a tough time with that, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go to Archers. I'm going to get Archers.
Yeah, try different papers. All of you should change it up every once in a while. It keeps things fresh, and you may find one color, one painting you really love, and that you love one kind of paper you just adore, and it brings you good luck every time. So, okay, now this is interesting. Ellen.
Oh, love it.
Lovely.
Love it.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Cool.
Wow. The
Beautiful.
river pink's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah, Karen. I mean, Ellen, you've got
beautiful.
loose stuff, but then you've got
Jeez, beautiful.
a nice balance of the tight in here, and then the loose like this is so new for you. And this.
Beautiful. Wow.
And she did the black door in the middle and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really works.
Definitely.
No,
Really
you
pretty.
yeah.
I did the cow, but it doesn't look like a cow.
Oh, that's all right.
How it does. How it does.
I love that. That's really fantastic. Wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's quite nice.
I like it.
And what's the pink? What was the reddish color you used, Ellen? Ellen, did you use cadmium or burnt sienna?
I changed at the beginning. I started when I did the sky, I did a little bit of cadmium and I didn't like it. It was too bright. So I changed in the middle of the painting to, by the time I was finished with the painting, I was doing burnt sienna and raw sienna.
Okay,
but
fine.
at the beginning, I mean, when I first put down the sky, I was using cobalt.
Yeah. Okay.
For the blue, but at the beginning, I changed it to the red, the cadmium red, which I'm always attracted to, just was too bright for me for this.
It can be pretty strong.
You evolved.
Yeah.
I evolved, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Is good. Nice.
Your
job.
drawing, the drawing of the barn is just perfect. The perspective is perfect. It's really beautiful.
My favorite, actually, oddly enough, the thing I liked best about it was the blue roof or the silver roof, whatever it is. You see in the picture, it's like bending in the middle.
Yeah.
It does.
A metal. It's a metal.
Oh, yeah.
That's why, right.
But it's not. It's like falling down a little in the
got
middle.
it. Got it.
Captured it. It's great.
I also like what you do in here, Ellen. It looks like there's a hay bale or something.
Yeah. Well, I remember that from some other year that we were working on something, and it's not just big. I mean, there's something inside the barn, and the
Yeah.
light is in it a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's cool
Right.
because it's not just a black rectangle,
Right.
vertical
Yeah.
rectangle, but it's got a little irregularity at the bottom. So you think, oh, it's a hay bale or it's a
Something in there.
bucket or something. Yeah.
What
Well-
size is your paper?
The paper is, let's see, I think it's
16 by 20, I bet.
16 by 20, yes.
Yeah.
It's a good size.
Yeah, that is a good size. I think that's a good, I think that's the size you should all aim for if you're painting smaller. That 16 by 20 is a good one.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
Very good, Ellen. Very, very nice. Making some nice strides here.
Beautiful.
All right, Jennifer coming in with her, after doing the pond earlier, we saw this is this week's scene.
Ugh.
Well, what's your favorite part, Jennifer?
I'm trying to find my and the mountains.
Okay.
The green trees behind the barn.
Okay.
But you always say muck it up. I always overdo. And then like I made my red shadow darker, and then it just looks like a triangle in the river.
Oh, you mean this down here? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you can with a little bit of water and a little bit of color, you can fuss with that a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think the edges are a little too strong for something that's in the water.
Yeah.
But,
I had to finish it because I was heading up to Vermont.
Yeah.
Sent it in. I probably will work more.
Are you in Vermont tonight?
I am. I got here yesterday morning.
So now you need to get 2 sets of paint, Jennifer. One to leave up there. Hey. Well, good. You've got a nice rhythm, Jennifer. I don't want to make you too self-conscious, but these kinds of lines, and then you have some like here, sort of the way we saw with Lee. Don't hold back. If you feel like throwing those lines in, like a guitar solo, just let it go. Because you do have that kind of rhythmic feel to it. Good. All right. And you've got the sky down pat now, that's for sure. All right. Joan, Joan, I can't tell whether you can hear us or we can't see you, but I know you're on.
I know I don't have anything to click on to get myself on there.
But that's okay. That's it. We see your painting and we can hear your voice, and that's all we need.
No, I hate this painting.
Okay.
I'm looking at it, I see the barn is ready to fall over.
Well, it is in real life too, but that's all right.
Okay.
No. You've got your barn setting back, and because you've got it really feels like it's nestled into the valley because the size of these compared to the mountains, it makes them feel like they're kind of cozy in along the river there.
The sky is very nice.
Yes, sky is great.
Flowy and the blue and the cloud.
Yeah. And Joe, one thing, just because this, when you take your photograph of it, see if you can prop it up straight. You had it lying on your chair, and it was hard for me to get it so the angles work. Or take a picture before you take it out of the block.
Well, that piece of paper was not on the block. It had come off for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That happened.
And it's a 7x10.
Oh.
I started out with another one of 9x12.
Yeah.
But I hated it.
Yeah. I think you're going to be better, Joan, doing the larger size paper.
I use 12 by 16 block, and I think I love it. That's my favorite size.
Yeah. Well, I've always been a smaller.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And it also has to do with your working environment. How much space you have in your apartment and how much space on the table. You can't.
Well, I've turned my kitchen table into an art studio.
Good.
There you go.
All right. Well, good, Joan. Good. Thank you. You've shared two with us this evening. That's great.
Do you have the other one?
Yeah, I had that was at the beginning. I showed it right. It was one of the first
Oh, I
ones we
missed
did.
it.
So, well, if you get the recording tomorrow,
Okay.
you're about the first or second painting in. So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. All right, Emil. Woo.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That's strong.
Very nice.
The water, wow, the reflections.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you.
Yep. And
Yeah.
a nice color back here with the blue and the yellow, and then this mountain coming down. It's really lovely.
I like those extra trees on the right side. You're taller.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, that actually helps frame the picture a lot. Yeah.
Yep, you needed it.
Good.
I saw that and I said, I better do something with that. First, I did the big branch going up into the sky because I saw that.
Yeah.
I think it needs some friends. So
yeah.
So
Yeah.
and then I said,
Incorporate that. Yeah.
Yeah. And because you have things leaning this way, it counters the slope and the shadows that kind of go from upper left to lower right, and this pushes us back in. So
right.
Good.
That water is amazing.
Thank you.
That water is absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
I don't know how you did that.
Well, the middle of the water was too white. So the first thing that I did when I got up this morning to finish this, I said, okay, I'm going to tack that. So I took the cobalt and I watered it down, did my bunch of testing, and I said, okay, I think I like that one. And I just one big squirrel brush that I have, not like Ned's beautiful brush, but very close to it. And I just washed it right across. And held my breath to make sure that it wasn't too dark, and it was fine, and then I just went on with it. So
yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice warms and cool colors here, warm colors here, warm colors down here. Nice.
Thank you.
Very good, Emil.
Thank you.
All right.
What can I ask? What colors? Oops. What
Oh,
color?
oh yeah, I
what
used
color?
sorry, I should have said that. I used cobalt, burnt sienna, and raw sienna. That I like that
I
combination.
like that combo.
I like that combination. Out of all the 6 that I did, and for the our assignment, that was my favorite.
Okay, good. Yeah, we all have colors that just feel right.
I like cobalt for skies. I like it when I do my oil painting. Although I do like cerulean too. But I really enjoy doing cobalt. I mean, it's just a happy color for me. So
yeah, good.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeanette, wow, you've got an very interesting sky color there. That's a lovely kind of overcast feeling or muted sky. It's beautiful. And then
Great reflections in the water. Wow, the water has great.
Nice.
You're reflecting all those colors off the mountains and everything. It's just really well done.
Flows so well.
Yeah.
A nice strong barn here. I mean, that stands right up.
It's not falling over quite yet.
Yeah.
But I'd love to attempt this painting again and really work with the warms and the cools. I didn't have enough time to really hone in on the colors, and I love hearing what everybody's approach was and what colors they chose. And I'd love to attempt this again with the different combinations and see what comes out of it.
Yeah,
in terms of the warmth and the cool part of the colors.
Yeah, and Janet, you can go outside your door, tomorrow, and instead of a river, you may have a street it could have some snow or some slush on it or whatever, and the winter scenes lend themselves to the warm, cool contrast really well. So don't be a slave to my pictures. You're welcome to take your own and work from your own.
It's almost like a lesson,
Yeah.
learning
Yeah.
process.
And those 3 colors, you've got a nice bit of blue up in here, this is all lovely. Very, very nice.
I think you got a lot of great, varied amount of warms and cools, Jim.
Yeah.
So I think in your mind, you may not see that, but I certainly see it
maybe.
here. Yeah, I see
We're
it.
all hypercritical of our own work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
Well, I hope it looks good to you when you see it on the screen, though, Janet. Right?
Yeah, I'm
It
not
looks good.
totally disappointed, but like if I'm going to be critical of my painting, that's
Of course. Of course.
what comes to me. But I'm happy. I'm enjoying this process and learning a lot, and
Good.
also
Good.
learning the process of trying to paint while you're painting. And
Yep.
and I don't have a lot of time outside of class, so at the moment, so I'm trying to do what I can.
That's great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
It's working.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Thank you.
Okay. Hayden is new to the class, so for those of you who don't know, we're not getting used to, we don't know her style yet, but this is a very nice painting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
My drawing was way too detailed. And I'm learning just from that, from the way you picked what to look at and what to include.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a beautiful. You did a fantastic job with drawing the barns and all that.
Yeah.
The slope with your watercolor.
I love
blue-
the
blue
doors
gray.
of the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The doors on the barn.
Down here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice job on that.
And the river, oh, it's great.
The shadows on the snow are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like a different slope. It's
Very
interesting.
realistic shadows.
A nice feeling of lumpy snow along the bank. I wanted to do that, and I had troubles. You see how these look like little piles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Hayden.
Great painting. Great painting.
Hayden, what are your reactions? What are your favorite parts of this?
Well, I did enjoy the texture. I started doing maybe a little too much, but the red roof and the bushes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all a lot of fun up in here. Oh, good. And that wherever you put the most detail, that's where your eye's going to go. So you don't put a lot of that kind of lines down here or up in the background, but then your eye goes to where things are most in focus.
Yeah.
Nice job. Good job, Hayden. Good job. Okay, Jessica.
Oh.
Love that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ooh, pretty.
Barn.
Ooh.
Wow. If I had to talk about gradation, she's
Yeah.
nailed it right there.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
She did.
Beautiful gradation.
And even down here, look at that blurry reflection, but boy, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Makes it look icy.
Continues out. It's a different perspective. I mean, you're heading out on the other side of that, on the right side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about adding some detail on that right side, and I kind of ran out of time. But this was just such an interesting exercise in value, and I can't remember, maybe it was Ellen's painting where she had the background mountains a little bit lighter, and I definitely struggled with that because Ned, when in that part of the class when you were talking about the mountains being darker value, I was like, no, I don't see that.
And that's okay. That's okay. This is why if you do a value sketch and you want to make your mountains lighter and make the shadows of the barns darker than the mountains, go ahead and see how it looks.
Well, that being said, like I do feel like the darker mountains in the background, kind of makes the barn pop.
That's right.
So
Yep.
That's exactly it.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
No, and if you made your barn darker, like the front of the barn, then you have to make the mountains even darker again, and then you'd be into
Right.
mud.
Then you're kind of catch-22. Yeah.
Yeah.
What colors did you use?
I used ultra sienna, and burnt umber.
Oh, cool. Right. And I think with the water, like in this case, we had to think about what we wanted to do with the water, and it was I had to ponder on that for a little bit because I thought about, well, if I made the water, because water is typically darker than the sky by a couple of values, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that because it's like snow and it's ice. So that's why I was thinking, and as I was sketching, I was thinking about that. So yeah. To help to the sketch.
Lovely job, Jessica. Good.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Thanks.
Now, I don't know whether Judy got back on or not.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love Judy's
Wow.
painting.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love Judy's work.
Wow. Amazing.
Very good,
I
Judy.
like, and I like,
Lovely.
she's got a much more irregular shoreline.
Shoreline, yeah.
And that's lovely. I mean,
I like what you did there a lot. Wow.
Goes out in the water.
Colors flow so well. It balances so well.
Yeah.
The slopes on the left side are incredible. It just makes your eye jump around, and like you said, Ned, the water line is just beautiful. It's varied and it's
gorgeous job on that.
yeah, incredible.
Great painting.
It is.
Just the right amount of detail of all that scraggly brush or prickly trees, like a few. I don't remember whether that was in the picture, but she's added things there. And
Yeah, I think
she has these over here. And
yeah, there were some. Yeah,
there was some in the front of the barn there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
No, that came out really, really very nice. Wow. Oof. She should. Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. We got two more, I think. Yeah. Joanne.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
This has some nice flow and movement to it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, with the brush strokes. Yeah, the brush strokes are very flowy.
Yeah. Joanne, are you on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I have my video off because I'm cooking dinner.
That's okay. That's okay. What did you feel you learned in this lesson?
I mean, this is my second painting because the first one, when I was painting along with you and did the bushes, the brush areas, and they came out way too orange. They kind of looked like they were on fire.
Okay.
I tried to water them down and, dab it out and anything I could think of, but I just couldn't get the paint to remove. And I knew it was going to take me longer and fix that than to just start from scratch.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Good.
So I did it and I made them wispier this time and not, I love how you make everything like I don't know what word to use, but like blobby, color areas. But when I do that, it just looks like a circle or an oval, or it doesn't look like an object, where yours always come out looking like something in the end. So I have to work on.
I think you want to when you put down a shape, you want to make it interesting. Think of it as almost like like if it was an abstract shape in the middle of a big white canvas. You want to make the edges interesting or the shape irregular, and that just keeps things lively, I think. But
I had a hard time with the shadows on the buildings. I painted and removed the color at least a half a dozen times.
Is that right? Okay.
Wow. And I had to get the hair dryer out and dry it almost at a time to submit it. So it was quite the labor of love, but it, here it looks great. So, the photograph.
Good. Yeah.
Very nice job. Very nice job.
Yeah. Good. And kudos to you for saying, okay, these orange bushes aren't working and I'll just start again. Cut your losses and move on, and you learn every time you do something. So that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, and Sharon, you've been patient. I mean, somebody always has to be the last one.
I don't care.
Oh, nice job, Sharon.
Thank you. So this, I was going to start this over this morning because I was not happy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So I started taking paint off.
Okay, where?
On the barn. I was just like,
oh.
I started just like taking paint off, and I'm like, keeps getting better. The more
Like,
paint.
like up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
So
Wow.
this guy better sell it sooner because I have all kinds of mold growing along the bottom part of this barn. It's all black.
Oh, yeah. But it works.
It's rotting from the bottom up.
Oh, it's
Looks so
gorgeous.
real.
Beautiful. It really is.
It's like a greeting card.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and I see, Sharon, you did you scratched out a few
I
brands.
scratched out some stuff on that tree. I'm like, I'm doing some scratching along one edge. I'm like, I'm getting the razor out.
Yeah.
Doing some scratch. I got to
Oh,
scratch
wow.
someplace here.
Good.
Yeah, I struggle with the river, and I really like more of a like undulating shoreline. And next time if I do this again, I would undulate the shoreline a little bit more.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was
And
fun.
you've got some nice gradation in this, some darks and then the orangey color and then the little wisps at the end.
Yeah, and I really on the right side, I like where people put those scraggly trees, and I think I'm going to add those wispy things, those taller things on that side. I think it helps balance the picture.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I lost my yellow sun there. I every time I having trouble holding on to the yellow when I put it on. I don't know what I'm doing.
The little pump house looks really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, it was fun.
I like the snow in the middle by the hills. The snow that you put there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What colors did you use?
Burnt sienna, raw sienna, and ultramarine.
Okay.
And the sky needs to be bluer. I don't know. I think it needs to be bluer, but
No, I think the sky is beautiful the way it is. Yeah,
clouds. I
a
like
great contrast to the mountains. So I don't. That's up to you, but it's really beautiful.
Oh, thank
So
you.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Well, if my neighbor had a computer and a screen, I would share the critique
I'm in my art class. I'll call you back.
with him. But he has no idea how many people have painted his barns, but they're iconic, that's for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, I think, yeah.
Oh, there's Judy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Judy, we loved your painting.
Oh, my God.
Loved
Finally,
it.
there you go.
I can't get it off my phone now.
No, wait, where's Judy here? Okay, boom. Jessica, Judy, there's your, yeah.
No, there's Judy.
There it is.
We love it, Judy.
We love your
Judy.
painting.
Judy.
I can't get it off my Apple phone.
Mute the phone.
Anyway, Judy, when you
Won't do
get,
anything.
when you get the recording of this, you can hear the comments people made when we first got on with this.
I heard all of them.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, okay, great.
You have to mute the microphone in your Zoom app.
Trying, but it won't mute. It says you are muted, but I'm not.
All right. I'll tell you what. Why don't we end the broadcast?
That'll
Judy,
mute
it doesn't
you.
matter. Your painting was beautiful.
Yeah,
Great.
very nice.
Love it.
All right,
Yes.
tomorrow morning, or maybe later on tonight, I'll send you the source photo for the next painting, and it will be a different kind of challenge, and we'll see how it goes. I want to try something new with all of you in my demo, so we'll see what happens. But thank you all for tonight. These were wonderful paintings. All so different moods and different points of view and all the rest. So a really great evening. So thanks very much.
Thanks, Ned.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.